Brand new tab, and you're going to go onlinecte.com. And this is what will come up. Okay, so online CTE, you're going to put in your name, your email address, and our market center is 794.
How do we get to that?
onlinecte.com. All one word. O-N-L-I-N-E.
Are you logged in? I'm already in this.
Oh, okay, you already have it then.
Oh, I already did it? Oh.
You already did it.
Okay. I
Online.
didn't remember.
You're ahead, everybody.
All right, slow
All
down.
right.
You're
We
good.
didn't know where we were. Market center is what?
794.
Okay.
I can go over with it, one-on-one.
My iPad.
onlinecte.com.
Figure out doing this, so I should find it.
There shouldn't be a space.
It's it right there, right?
Okay.
It's a, oh, no, it's not .com, it's not a
You have to
.org.
just type that in up top.
It's a .org.
onlinecte.com.
It's a
Just
I understand.
make it all one,
Online.
and then say search, or enter.
Found it. I could do it on my phone.
No, that's not what we're wanting. You wanna,
Sorry. Let's see. Online CTE.
no, that's not,
What's that?
they're pulling up CE, it's different. Online CTE.
So I did, but I know what I can use it for. Do it like this.
See, like this is pulling, they're losing the T. You see what I'm saying? It's not searching for the right thing.
It's so friendly to me. They just take all my money defense and I have to swap.
Apparently I had a password, I had to reset it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you're in OneDrive.
I'm done.
Okay.
No, my computer died.
Oh, gosh.
Okay,
.com.
online.
.com.
It's not.
I haven't run solar for the longest time.
I don't need it.
No, that's what you want.
Online. I'm just doing it on.
There's no water there, so I can do it.
Where's your tab?
That's it. You're there.
That's it.
I can't see that.
Now, what email?
Whatever email you're
It is
using
our-
with your OneDrive would be probably best, or whatever email you use for work would be fine. Okay, so then you put in 794 for the market center. Is everybody at this point? Okay. Okay, you got it. What do you have an iPad or something?
What is it?
I do it on my phone.
You can't figure it out?
No.
I do it on my phone.
I can come up and help you guys out. up
Thank
front.
you.
Everybody for a watch.
Make sure you.
No, I have to do things on my own, I appreciate it. I'll see you later, bye. Thank you, bye.
Okay, so if everybody's here, you put in your information and then hit submit. Okay.
Was that CTE all one word?
onlinecte.com.
That was involved.
Okay, so if you're here and you have all your information, we're going to hit submit. And this is the page that will come up. There's a little tutorial, which is exactly what we're doing. If you come down to where this circle is, it says CTE 2016 right here. If you click on that, it should download the program to your computer. So you hit save. You don't want to open it, just hit save. and save it to your desktop on your computer. Because you want to find it, because we're going to upload it to the OneDrive, which you've already done.
Hit save, that's all right.
Okay, so it's down here, so, yeah,
Desktop and then it's like you do this.
you download it?
Right down that way.
Okay. Yeah,
You
just
have to do it.
click on it. It's in your downloads? Okay, well, down arrow. Alright, just leave it. You just want to know where to find it. So if it downloads it to your download file, that's fine. But then you want to go to your downloads and actually we're going to go back to our OneDrive account. And in your OneDrive account, hit on your OneDrive tab. Oh, you got it already. In your OneDrive account.
Yeah, I have to get to my downloads.
Okay, but in your OneDrive account, you're going to say upload, and then we're going to search for it in your downloads.
So,
Is that gonna be easier for me to just do it on
Yeah.
this? It
so you're
died.
saying we're doing, what's right here?
So we're going to upload,
Okay.
Teaching CTE.
and you got to find it. So
Library,
it's not. I don't think it's Photo Library. It's probably in your
Dropbox.
Dropbox or in your downloads. So once you upload it, it'll come up, and you got that. Are you able to get there, Joy?
No.
Just hit open.
There's the file is CTE 2016 or something?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I'll write it down and go home and try to figure it out.
So with this, you want to save it somewhere. So save it to your desktop. I always like to find things. Save as. And then save it.
Right, well, it's not available in protected view.
That's right. Just cancel. Come back up and do saved as. And you want to save it. All right, we'll sit down. You got a pop-up on.
Let's save here to desktop.
I would save it to your desktop because then you'll find it real easy. Desktop. And then once you save it to the desktop and we upload it
Just save
to,
it here then.
yeah, to the OneDrive, you're going to get rid of what's on your saved file. Okay, all right, close out of that. You want to go back to the OneDrive. So you go to your OneDrive account. There should be another tab. Tap for OneDrive. Did you leave your OneDrive open? All right, open OneDrive back up.
Here.
In a new tab.
Here?
No, just open a new tab and open OneDrive. So type in OneDrive.com.
Where?
Do it again. Just try to reload it.
CTE.com.
Oh, see, yeah, OneDrive. So you were able to get there before. There we go.
Okay.
And then sign back in. Desi, are you signed in?
There you go.
You got it? Okay. And then,
Work with you guys.
but you already, you set up an account?
No.
All right, well, let's do it again.
Why don't I just,
All right, I already checked my email.
why don't I just zero in her,
Is it there?
One line.
Did you check your email?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, Just try again, so resend. Resend email. And then check your email. Is it in this side?
Don't watch it
Oh, that was your OneDrive account,
right now.
We gotta get you into the OneDrive.
Robert De Niro.
Now I'm gonna check
I like that.
Go to a new tab to check your email, and then verify it.
Should have actually just,
I see I already did
should
it
have
once,
actually
so
just
it's back
recorded
down.
her screen.
See, I did it here?
Uh-huh.
Why is it making me do it again?
Just, I don't know, for some reason didn't measure, just do it again.
Our market's
Did you open the email?
794,
Some-
right?
Sometimes you have to
Yeah.
click on highlight.
Okay, verify.
Okay. And then click on verify. Okay, ready to go.
Now she's at what? She's at OneDrive?
Yes, I
That
know
one
what
drive
happened.
is that?
That's the
Right now I have an error.
Server error. Just go back again.
Log in, sign in, download this. Okay, then log into your Microsoft
Yeah, back to-
One account.
Okay, all right. This
And
is where you want to be.
there, I got the little button that says
Yay!
upload.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna upload,
Alright.
and we're gonna go to your desktop. It's gonna say what do you wanna find. We're gonna go to
Download
desktop,
file.
and we're gonna find the
Download this
CTE
upload
that we
file.
just,
So we
held
hold
down.
on
Can I just take that? Because
Yeah.
I think it's easier if we just look at one thing.
2016.
You might be able to search for it, CTE. It might be faster, I don't know.
Here?
Yeah, went under search, yeah. There it is. So click on that and say open. Now you'll see it'll be generating, uploading, and it'll take just a moment to come in there. And once it's loaded, click on it and open it up.
Click on get started. Here?
No. Come down, because it's probably down here. There it is. Okay? Now, your CTE program will always be in the cloud if you use it through OneDrive. So you always want to go to the OneDrive account, and you can use it on any computer anywhere. You can use it on your home, desktop computer, laptop, iPad, what have you, as long as you enter everything through the OneDrive account.
I just got, sorry, something went wrong. Could you please try again?
Do it again. Just do it again. Just go back and do it again. Okay, so this is the home page. I'm gonna keep going here. We're on the home page of CTE, and the home page. What's so great about this is that it will tell you everything about your business in a snapshot. You know, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through putting our business plan together today, and I'll show you a little bit of the training center. The training center is really the first tab here on the bottom. That's the one you want to go through and do all the different modules. And you probably, if you've been around Keller for a while, you most likely will have been familiar with a lot of them, because some of them are Gary Keller, how they started, you know, Keller Williams, blah, blah, blah. But most of them are just 2 minutes long, so just breeze through them, and you'll be in good shape. But this is just an overall what we're going to get started doing. If you click on the training center, this is what the training center starts out looking like. Welcome to KW, history of KW, the culture, profit share, and you just, what you do is you just click on them, and if you want to do the video, you can do the video. And most of them are YouTubes, like they're all like 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes each. We're not going to do this though, but that's an example of what it is. And then once you actually, you know, view it, there's always this little drop-down arrow, and you want to like always pay attention to those drop-down arrows because it's going to give you options to pick from. So once we've viewed it, we'll hit complete. And then it'll mark complete. It takes a moment to generate, and then it'll turn red. And then, you know, might view the next video. And then, you know, maybe we're gonna come back to that one because we didn't really see it. But as you go through the modules, it's gonna open up more things. So it doesn't want you to get too far into the system until you've actually had the preliminary education.
This is, you have to do it from top going down.
Ideally, yeah. Yeah. Even if, you know, like, you may know about the KW culture, just, you know, you can click on it and then click out it just like I just did and hit complete. But as you come down, it's gonna open more and more of these modules. You can see when I hit on that one, now it opened up this whole column about E-Edge. And then once I get through that and get through some of these, it's gonna open up dot loop. And it's gonna be all the training on dot loop. And then, you know, it goes on to the Ignite program. And then it just continues on with KW University and the different webinars that are in there, and the scripts, and you know, it just keeps going. So let me show you a little bit more. Like this is the E-Edge. This talks to you all about the E-Edge. We're not really going to watch these though, but. So we saw it, pretend we saw it, and we'll click on here and we'll say complete.
Oh, so there's a training session on each one that, in a sequence they want you to follow.
So basically, if you start from the top to the bottom,
Yeah.
and you go through every time,
Right.
when there's a new window, you won't miss a single thing.
It's
You
teach-
master
yeah.
perfection, kind of.
It
Right,
teaches
that's
you-
how I
yeah.
see
Yeah.
it.
The next one's about lead generation.
Hmm?
So pretend we saw that one, we mark it
Do
complete.
that.
Judy,
Mhm.
a lot of these things up there look like they're very familiar to us. I
That's
mean,
it.
is it the same information?
Same information as for
The
what?
videos, you talk about the videos.
Like
and
say from Ignite, you know, had lead generation.
Probably, yeah, it's all Keller information.
Okay,
It's
so,
all Keller. So if you've been involved in a lot of that, you probably have seen it before.
okay, so it's just
Yeah.
a,
So you can breeze through it really easy, just
Yeah.
like we're doing. It's like, oh yeah, I know about that.
okay.
But I tell you, I went through each one myself, and I was able to tweak like my website and a couple of different things. Like even though I knew all that stuff, I was really able to fine tune
Okay, so
it.
it's a beginning and just in
So,
case you didn't forget anything.
Yeah. But let me just hit a couple of these because I want you to see how it opens up. I truly do want you to like really watch these, you know.
Judy, if you're, should you try to complete your business foundation, all the videos on that? Because each time you do, it's gonna open up a different window, correct?
Yes.
Should you open up till you get one window, then go through that, or should you just continue to
You
go?
really should go through this whole first column
Go through that first? Okay.
And as you saw it, it generated this next column. And then as you get further along, it'll generate the next column. All of a sudden, it'll be totally open. What I can do is, I'll show you.
Judy, once you complete the video, and you mark it as complete, can you go back, like, oh, I wanted to refresh
review
my,
it
I mean,
again.
they're available, okay, yeah.
Always available,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is really, really great, because especially with dot loop,
Right,
the dot loop system, you can go back and like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do that.
right, right,
So,
okay, that's cool.
this is- And this is what it will look like eventually as you go through and you complete all these videos, the little tutorials, and you come down, and this is just the beginning of it, because like, it actually continues down the generation of it. And then the blue column is dot loop. You see how the dot loop column opened up? And then the Ignite opened up, and the training, we just, like today there's a session on women with buyers up in Philly, You know, this is like the training video that's on Keller University. And then it goes through the Gmail tips, because our KW email is Gmail based. So it goes over like how to set up your signature. And you may know a lot of these things already, but it's just helpful tips.
I noticed that yours has your name
Eunice,
up on the top. See, it says Judy Schaefer, sign
Yeah.
now. Why in the world would mine have Carol Robinson?
I have no idea. Are you in somebody else's account?
Apparently.
You hacked in, huh?
Oh, my.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
It's okay, Carol.
So what is the next one after the sales
Something
skills?
else right on that we don't know.
Yeah.
And this is good
Well,
for like when you're doing it.
I'm trying to keep it secret.
Which bedroom do you go to now?
Okay, back to class.
The sales skills, and it goes down to all the different things that, like, you know, Diana Kokoska and a lot of different things. Gary's plans, the EH plans, you know, the technology, it goes into your technology. It opens up sales skills,
Wow.
technology
I know,
training.
right.
Wow.
You know, then it comes over to being productive. Now these are more advanced, the purple column. You know, it continues on. So that's why they want you to complete the first columns in the beginning it's like being in kindergarten. You can't graduate high school until you've gone through all the grades. So, I mean, if you do skip around, you could get lost.
So you could run your whole, once you got this done, you could run your whole business right from this.
That's exactly the point.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
And anybody new that you bring in to the business, that's why, like, for new agents coming in, this is so critical, because we don't need to hold a dot loop class because all the tutorials are right here. I mean, they might have specific situations or questions, but the basics are all right here of how you do the business. It's all
That's
there.
cool.
So if you bring in a buyer's agent or what have you, they can just go through tutorials, and of course they'll have questions, but this is just the basics. Okay, this is only the training tab. Wait till you see the rest of it.
Yeah, okay.
Wait till you see the rest of it. Okay, we're going to go to the next tab, and I always go along the bottom here. If you go to, there's always a way to get to the home page. Like up on the upper left side, there's always a home tab. Home tab will always bring you to this page. This is considered the home page. Once we start loading information in, this will automatically regenerate and update. Okay, let me go back to the demo.
How long has this system been around? When did this come out?
I think it's been around like 2 or 3 years. It hasn't been long. It's really, really big in the Carolinas because the Keller Williams agent actually did this. It's like an Excel spreadsheet, like mega on you know.
Yeah.
But he's the TL in one of the Carolina, you know, Keller Williams, and it's all based off of the Red Book. Everything in here is Kellerized, and it's right out of the Red Book.
It's amazing.
It's right out of the Red Book.
Wow.
So we're going to go into our business plan. So if you click on the business plan tab down the bottom, we want to set up your business. And if you don't know your numbers, that's okay, because you can come back in and tweak it and change it and update it as time goes on. So what you're going to do right here is you're going to put in your name. And for the demo, it's, you know, we're called Mega Agent, because we all want to be a Mega Agent, you know? And the Mega Agent has, see again, we have a drop-down arrow. You always want to like find out what's in that drop-down arrow. So Mega Agent has a team. It could be an individual. You might be a single agent and not have a team, which is fine. It's just going to change what goes on later on in the program. So if you click individual and you actually have a team, it's not going to give you as many options. Okay, and don't ask me what group is. I'm not sure what a group is, truthfully. And then, like, everything that we do in Keller is like, why are we in business? Like, what's our big why? What's our dream? Why are we here? What are we doing it for? And for this, I put travel, because my daughter just moved to Germany. And for me, it's travel. You know, I want time away, and I want to go to Germany and see my grandbabies. everybody's in a different tax bracket, so estimated taxes, what you would take out when it comes tax time for you, everybody would know. But the drop-down arrow, again, you just pull up whatever it happens to be for you. Maybe it's 25%, maybe it's not 30. The split with the market center, you might be on a 70-30 split, you might be on an 80-20 split. Whatever your split is, that's what you put in here. Typically it's 70-30. And with our market center, our cap for individual agents are 22,000. So you would put the cap in there. Everybody comes in a different month. They have an anniversary month. You would, again, find where your month is and pull up your month. Maybe it's April. Royalty cap with Keller Williams, we always cap out at $3,000, and then that's it. And let me keep these the same. I'll make this April too, since I changed it. And go over a little bit further.
That anniversary date will show up on our regular account. It'll tell you your anniversary.
And, you may have already, you may already be into your anniversary calendar year, and if you are, you can put in, you can look at your past receipts and see how much you've already contributed. That would just keep the system up to date and accurate for where you're headed. And you'll see on other windows and other modules how that could be important. You know, like if you know a number, that's fine. And I'll show you, if you don't know the number, I'll show you where we can pull that out of your KW site. Very easy.
So would the royalty cap be 3,000 for everyone, or is that?
Yeah, it is for everybody. Now, if you've already had some closings, you may have paid a portion towards that royalty cap, and that's what this whole column is here. And then written to close, well, these are just guess percentages. You know, how many contracts do you write that actually close? And for these purposes, we put 90%, but maybe it's 50%. There's no right or wrong to it, and it can be changed down the road. So you just start with a number, and then you can tweak it. It's all about knowing your numbers. You know, Gary Keller's all about, it's so important to know your numbers. When you know your numbers, you can, you know, direct your business and where you want to go. So down here, we're going to put your name. Whoever you are is going to go here, so you click on it and type in your name. And you know, the role is lead agent, or if you're an individual, you're an individual agent. What kind of gross commission income do you want to make in the year? These are all estimates, you know, but if you do business planning, if you've done it with either Sean or Dan or what have you, this is what we normally do at the end of the year to project for the next year. And it's just a visual of how we're going to get there. So for this purposes, we want a gross commission income of $135. Well, this mega agent does 60% listings and 40% buyers. If you don't know what your numbers are, Gary Keller always says do 50-50 here. Okay, so and you can come back at the 6 months down the road and see, okay, I'm doing more listings and buyers, and tweak the numbers. Our average sale in our market is approximately, well, we sold a little bit less than 170 now. But in Little Egg, you're what, 210? So, you know, you would put 210 in there, or whatever number is your average sale for you. Maybe you do more on the island than water properties or what have you. Percent of commission, it always pulls up this 2.9, but you can put anything you want in there. Typically you want to put something less than 3, because there are some jobs that come in that are less than 3%. So really 2.85 is accurate, more accurate, because it's an average of 2.5 and to 3.
What is that? That's what?
Your average commission. So it's 3% commission per side.
Oh,
Or it might be 2.5%.
In other words, 2.5 if you're dealing with 5% commissions.
Yeah.
So you do 2.5 in those.
So it could be 2.5, but if you average 2.5 and 3, you come up to 2.85. It just, again, we're just playing with the numbers
No,
to
I
see where we're
understand.
going. 'Cause maybe you do all 3% on each side. I mean, that could be okay. Then you come back and you you make this 3%. This column is for if you do referrals, if you source out, maybe you have business in other states, or you have clients that move to another state, Florida, what have you, and you get referral income, what that referral income may or may not be for you in the course of a year. And then cost of sales splits. Again, you may not split anything with somebody else. You know, you may be sharing a deal with somebody. Maybe you don't do that at all. You know, you may or may not have a number in there.
What about if it's a referral going out?
That would be in the referral.
So it'd be if I'm paying a referral out, I put
You
that
know,
out?
the paying a referral is not here. It's all money coming in. This is like if you were to have a client move to Virginia,
Right.
and they bought a home in Virginia, and you received a referral.
I understand that part, but we don't have it the other way where we're...
That's in a different spot. It's in a different spot. Okay, so when you automatically load these numbers in, it automatically generates over to this side. So based on the 135,000 gross commission income, it's telling us to achieve that, we need 16.7 listings to sell, and we need to sell 9.7 buyers, basically 10 buyers. And then we would put in, well, what percent, how effective are we at marketing our listings or with the buyers that we're with? In this scenario, we're not very good. We only sell half of the people that we list. So it's 50-50. But maybe you sell 90% of your listings. You know, it's really important to know your numbers and update your numbers. So let's say we do something better than 50%. Let's say we do 80. Okay, and then over here it says these are the amount of listings I'm going to need to take to make 135,000 in gross commission income. I need to take 21 listings to achieve the fallout of 16. And I need to have 19 buyers that actually, you know, based on my ratios of, now that's 50%, to end up with 10. Okay? You understand where we're going with this?
Can I ask a question? Cost of sales splits? Oh, okay, I understand.
It's your percentages of how many actually close. So, you know, maybe you close 100%. Maybe you close 90%. You know, it's whatever numbers are your numbers. There's no right or wrong number. It's whatever you think your numbers are. And then we're going to go extend a little bit further here to reach that 135. We need to go on 32 listing appointments, which averages almost 3 a month. So if we're not going on 3 listing appointments every month, we're not going to hit that 135. Okay. The same thing with the buyers. By the end of the year, we need to have 24 buyers, and we need to average 2 a month. Okay, so this is all about your numbers. If you're into numbers, it's a fabulous thing. And then it comes down to daily contacts, monthly contacts and daily contacts. So like in bold, we talk about doing 20 contacts a day. In this scenario, technically we only need to do 12, which is like great.
If you have a good conversion at 80%.
Yeah. So it all depends on your numbers. And then back over here to the beginning. Say we have staff members. Okay, this Meg agent has Sally Smith, and Sally Smith is an admin. Now, when you click on this one, you can choose: are they a lead agent, buyer's agent, listing agent, both listing and buyer, just a showing assistant, you know, an ISA or an admin. So you could put in here that Jim Jones, maybe he's a buyer's agent, and Jim Jones is going to make maybe it's going to make 40,000. Okay, and his ratios.
We're able to do this because this is on a team setup right now, right?
This is on a team setup
Had
right
it been
now.
on an individual,
If you're an
we wouldn't
individual,
see
you don't
that.
worry about any of that.
Okay.
Yeah. then you would just fill in the blanks, and then it automatically changes the numbers across the board. Now these tabs at the very bottom, these first several ones are the most important to the whole system, because as you enter in information in these tabs, it's going to generate to all the others. How am I doing on time?
It's 5 of 2.
Okay.
You can go over, it's okay.
Yeah. The My Business Plan is the next tab. So in the My Business Plan, this is where you start entering what you're actually doing. In this case, these are closed jobs. They actually went to Element and I got paid the check. One was a listing. When you click on these, you can choose again. You can choose whether it's a listing, the buyer, other, referral, or a lease. They don't really have, if you're doing both sides, you should enter it twice. One for the listing and one for the buyer.
Will this automatically pull from the, our dot loop?
No,
Doesn't pull from that?
no.
So you have to enter this again. And if you close on the dot loop, you have to take those figures and bring them over?
Well, as you're working, you should be entering these figures as you go along. It shouldn't be like a major thing.
Like you get a new client with buyer's exclusive, you put it as active.
So
and
if I
once you
have,
find-
like today, I went out and I worked with a buyer, and she's putting in an offer, so it's pre-signed, okay? And it was Sally Smith. And, oops, that was the wrong address, that's supposed to be address. 123 Main. And
So you're entering all your activities as you're doing.
anything that's in red, you really need to enter something in so that it carries everything forward for you.
Aren't you guys freezing here?
Now Sally may be from my sphere, okay? And the date today of when we did this, today is what, the 17th? And Sally's gonna buy something for $77,000. You can always hit enter and it'll generate. Okay. Now, you'll see when I entered that in, as we, I wish the screen was bigger, but it automatically pulls it up that the commission rate is 2.9. It's 1 unit. This is the gross commission income calculated on the 77 sale. How much goes to the company, how much is royalty, and we want to assign that to Mega Agent.
Did you add in the commission for that particular transaction?
It automatically does it for you.
In other words, if you
As soon as I
got-
put in the price, the 77,000, it automatically did it.
But that's gonna project it at the 2.9 that you did it, but what happens if it's a 4% gross commission?
You can
Can
change
you
it.
change that? Okay.
Yeah, you can change it. It's a drop-down arrows right there.
So that'd make it a little bit more accurate.
So let's change it to 4. And then it just takes a minute to update, but then see how it changed. Automatically updates. I'm just going to breeze through these. You guys need to play with this a little bit. The next one is lead generation. And this just follows what you're doing and how effective you are with your calls, your appointments. It's real important to fill this in because then you know your numbers. And you'll see down the road how that works. The financial statement, we're going to do a separate class on this altogether because this goes with the Red Book and what you need for your accountant. And you know how you enter in all the different things that have to do with your business and per month. Okay, but we're not even going to really go into that. The whiteboard, this one is one of my favorite ones because the whiteboard shows you what everything is going on in your business. Okay, these are the new listings, the days on market. This shows how close they are to expiring. Over here, these are under contracts, so these are the closings and the dates, you know, who the mortgage company is, the appraisal date, the inspection date, and then this is actually ones that actually went to closing. Okay, and you'll see everything updates. And then as we enter in our business up here, you'll see everything is generating. All right, as it comes across. And as we enter in the information, it carries over to these other windows. That's why it's so important to enter your information into these first couple of tabs, because it's going to continue to carry over. And you're going to find tabs that are really, really advantageous for you. Like, I love this one because it's a visual. You can see, well, at the end of the year, to be on track, we need to sell 26 homes, but we've only actually had sold 2, 1 buyer and 1 listing. So we're running behind. We're supposed to be at number 9 at this time of the year. So we need to, you know, make a course correction in our business to catch up.
Can you repeat that with number 9?
Well, number 9 is where we need to be on pace. See the code right here?
Okay.
So to be on pace for our 135,000,
Okay.
we need to have 9 sold units at this point, according to those numbers that we put in. Now, maybe you didn't put in all those numbers. Maybe you only wanted to make 60,000. You know,
It's gonna show
you would be in a different spot. Or maybe you sold more to date, but we have to get to 26, and we want to get to 26 before the end of the year.
Did you get to this chart? I missed the step of how you got to this chart. Oops. You were in the white? Oh.
sold homes chart.
Well,
On bottom.
Where's the sold, where is that? Is it beyond the whiteboard page, or where are we?
yeah.
Oh, I see whiteboard and then we scroll over, okay, sorry.
Yeah, the dot, dot, dot. If you hit these dot, dot, dots,
Oh,
there's multiple pages
okay, got it.
down.
Thank you.
Now, some of them may not have a name. Does yours, did you name yours?
No.
Oh, yeah, so mine is just sheet, it's blank.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you do is you right-click on this and rename.
But what I'm saying is I have no data, I don't have that view. Right after I go to the CTE whiteboard, my very next sheet over is sheet 2. And even if I click on the button here, as you can see, actually it did it. I hit it that time and it did it, so. You see, notice mine is sheet 2.
Okay. If you want to name it, you can right-click on there, put the cursor there, right-click, and then come up to rename. And then this sheet is called Sold Homes Chart.
Are there others?
Yes.
Oh, maybe we'll leave it.
And yes, okay. What is here?
That's today's date?
Okay, that one is leaderboard.
On pace.
So jealous.
I love that touchscreen.
You got it.
This is awesome.
Okay, come hit the dot, dot for me.
There's nothing on it.
All right, now this one should be the sold homes, or the leaderboard. So what you want to do is name that. So if you right-click and rename it.
Leaderboard?
Yep, leaderboard.
Thank you.
And what we'll do is we'll just name each of these.
Judy, thanks. I have to
You're welcome. I'll help you later.
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. Judy, I'm sorry, I thought you said 2 o'clock.
There's nothing there.
I'll work
I'll
with
just
you.
move it to the end.
He's taping it.
The next one is called GPS. It looks like this. So we're just going to name these tabs on the bottom, and then you'll have a chance to go through these on your own. So if it looks like this, it's called GPS. So you want to right-click and rename.
And what does the GPS stand for? Gross
Gross
profit?
commission income.
Yeah.
Gross profit share.
I don't know what it stands for. All sounds
Global
good.
positioning
One
system.
of those things.
Gross profit share.
Rose,
No.
Rose Publisher? I don't know.
I don't know.
Goals, priorities, and, what is it? GPS, right?
GPS, yeah.
And,
This one's called a scoreboard because it looks like a football scoreboard. And it shows where you actually are and your goals. And if you're in the red, it means you're behind. If you're in the green, you're on target. The next one, like this, is called cash flow. It should look like this. And as you enter in numbers in the very beginning, you'll see these charts fill up with information and data.
okay, what's the name of this one?
Cash flow. The next one is called listing tracker. It should look like this. This is a real interesting one because you can pull up your listings here. You, again, when you do the down button, if you had entered a listing in the My Business area, it would show up here, and it would you would click on it. And you can change all of these columns to whatever you want or however you operate your business. If you were to click on that, the wording shows up here in this screen, and you can change it. Like personally, I don't use Dropbox, so I wouldn't use this one. So I would rename it to how I use my business, and you can put it in order as to how you do your business. So you can, you know.
Interesting question.
Like, I don't use Happy Grasshopper, but some people do. Some people use, you know, other things. So however you use your business, I would just customize that. Now when you come here, it'll allow you to see a date. So it helps you track everything and when the dates were of, you know, when it was done. Okay.
If you were to lose power, is this automatically saved?
Yes. I've lost. I had my computer die, and it was like.
It saves everything?
And it did, because it's in the cloud.
I did one, once I input my information and then it got lost for some reason. Maybe I never downloaded it properly or I didn't save it. I don't know what I did, but I lost it.
And this is the pending list, pending checklist. So rename it to pending checklist. Again, these columns, you can click on this up here, any one of these, and you can change the header to how you operate your business. Because you may not do all of these things, or you may do some of them, you may do them in a different order. You may have ones that you choose to do. And again, when you click on the down button over here, it's a date reference.
That'd be, for example, if you're doing home inspections, mortgage commitments, that type of things would, okay.
Schedule your home inspection, so.
I can't see them from here.
It's scheduled for, you know, today.
Gotcha.
The next tab is called Team Member Scoreboard. Let's see if it's going to generate. Now, if you had a team, it would fill things in. If you're just a single agent, you're not going to see multiple people on here. This one's called a 411, and we talk a lot about this at Keller because it's your yearly goal, your monthly goal, and your weekly goals. And based on our business plan, again, we're generating all that information in here, and it's helping us stay on track.
Wait, Judy, we lost where we were trying to add the different things at the bottom. We had pending checklist and then scoreboard.
Well, it's scoreboard, cash flow,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
listing tracker.
listing tracker,
Pending
Pending
check.
pending
checklist.
checklist, team member scoreboard.
Okay, that's what we have to add that.
Right here. Team member school.
Yeah, that's why we got lost.
Mine looks a little different.
Okay.
And then the next one is my 411.
Okay, you need to go to the dot.
There's my four.
Okay, then change it, you know, and rename it.
Oh.
Say
Oh,
mine.
okay.
And it goes yearly to monthly
Thank you.
to weekly. And it just keeps you on track of where you are. Now, if you're putting in your appointments and how many appointments you make and how many you take and how many you actually go on, it's gonna keep track in here and tell you if you're on track or if you're behind. And Keller's real big on a 411. The next tab is your trends report. And this again goes by your lead generation, what you've entered in, and it tells you how you're doing, and it does it by month. So you can see like there might be certain months that you are more productive than other months, or maybe you took a vacation, or maybe it was just the season, the seasonality. It's very visual to help you see what's going on in your business. There's going to be some sheets in here that are just blank, like this says sheet 3, and it's really just a blank Excel sheet, and it's really for your use if you want to track something. Like I have leads that come in from a source, and I set up my own columns and my own tracking just so that I have it all here. It's really just something that if you want something, a spare sheet, you know, they offer a couple spare sheets in here.
If you do showings, or go on showing appointments and so forth, where would you document that? I mean, because it falls into the work criteria.
It would be back in your lead generation.
In your lead generation, you would record daily if you go do showings on a daily basis?
Mm-hmm. We can go back there, but when we're done, don't
No,
throw all
no
the
problem, I
tabs.
just didn't know where, I didn't know how you do it.
The calendar sheet looks like this, and I love this one because the pink represents when I took the listing. The blue represents when the contracts were written. The green are closing dates, scheduled closing dates per the contract. And then the black lets me know that if something's going to expire. So it's a great visual, again, to let me know, okay, in March, you know, I have 2 closings in March. And these are days. It's just a quick visual, which is really, and it's all because you entered that information in the beginning. It generates all these different reports. This one's called calendar. This one's your lead sources and your return on income. And this tab at the bottom, you want to like scroll over to where this blue column is. And this is really important to customize it to your lead sources. Some of these on here you may not do, like there's one that says billboards, and there's another one that's yellow pages, another one that's park benches. You know, like they're just like ideas. But you know, possibly you advertise like in a magazine, or you do realtor.com, or you do, you know, whatever. Go through this and find ones that you truly don't use and change them out. And you can even change the order, because back in the lead client sheet, you need to pick, or even in my business, you need to pick, well, is it from my sphere, is it, you know, a past referral, you know, is it a met, unmet, did I get it from an expired? And that way you can track where you're most effective in getting your business, because at the end of the year you're going to be able to see that. So customize this column is really my point in the midst of this. Okay, take the time to do that under this.
Man, this never ends.
Yeah. This tab's called seasonality, and it's basically, it's just really just another visual to let you know, you know, you should be busier at certain times of year and less busy at other times of year, based on your business plan. Again, now if you change your business plan, all of these graphs are going to change accordingly. This one's the budget expense. This goes along with the financial page. We're really not going to do anything in this, but when we get to do the financial in another class, we're going to enter in all of our expenses, and you're going to need to like know, you know, do you buy paper, do you pay for classes, do you have a admin salary, whatever is in your business, you fill it in. And it'll generate and update all of your expenses, and it's gonna let you know whether you're making money or losing money, because it also has your income coming in and how good you are at it. And Gary's all about, don't spend, money that's not being productive for you. So it really is just another way of having an aha, this is good, I need to focus somewhere else. This is usually the chart that we do when we do business planning at the end of the year for the next year. Although we did it in the very beginning, and all of those numbers generated into here. So, but this is normally the format that we see when we do the business planning for the next year. So it's probably real, familiar to a lot of people. That's called income transaction chart.
How do you know all those names?
I got them
From the videos?
from another, I have last year's software in here, and they were all labeled on last year, so I had to come in and label everything. Now, if you know last year's numbers, then I can show you, if you have them in Keller, how you can get them out, and we can put them in here, so you can see how you're doing from 2015 to 2016. Whether you're doing better or worse or what have you. So this is year over year, it's called. Am I going fast enough for you guys?
Very nice.
Okay. This one's called Lead Pipeline. I really like this one, and what I've done is, if you click on any one of these tabs at the bottom, you can click and drag it and put it somewhere else. You see where that little arrow thing is? Right there? Can you see that little arrow? If I drop it right there, it'll move it. So I've moved that one really close to the front because I use this one all the time, this lead pipeline. Let me move it back.
Oh, okay.
Leads pipeline, and this was like one of the huge aspects of this whole software program for me, because I was always having my leads on like post-it notes or a piece of paper here or in my phone or a lot of different places. And before the end of the day, I just put in their name, their address, their email address, blah, blah, blah. Again here, now this is the source. Remember I said go to that column and make sure you put in, because you're going to want to know, like, how did this person come to me? Okay, they were a referral from a past client, or maybe it was a truly lead.
Can you show again how you move that?
If you click, you just hold your cursor on that and drag and drop.
Okay.
It's a drag and drop.
Okay, very nice.
And then if you have all this in here, you'll be able to see, are they buyers or sellers? Is like this one here got canceled. They either bought a house with somebody else or they moved out of town or whatever. So you can see what's a dead deal too. I love this page, and it's one of my most favorite pages.
So you have a list of all your customers now?
All my leads.
All your leads.
Customers are on the other tab, in my business tab.
Clients more like.
Clients, yeah. And then again, if you're entering in your information on your listings, buyers, it's going to generate numbers into this one. Okay. This is called My One Thing. And this is Gary Keller's, based off of his book. It's like being, really focused. The next tab is called For Conversations. It's your contacts, your appointments, your contracts, and your closed business. And a lot of this has to do if you're getting coached or with the TL, he can look up these things and see where you're at and help you achieve your goals.
Can you go one back? My one thing, I just want to look at that one. Mine doesn't.
It also said it up here in the top corner, like if for some reason it says do one thing.
It doesn't, mine doesn't put that phone. Okay, I got that. And what's before the one thing?
Leads pipeline, maybe?
I have this screen.
Yeah, that's because she moved lead.
I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Take and rename volume. Oh, okay, we can go back there. What is it called?
No, I mean,
It's okay. It will show up.
we'll come back to that, how's that?
Okay, very
Let me just get through this for everybody.
Yes.
The next one is goals versus actuals, it's just another visual. Then you should have another blank sheet. This one's called CTE monthly. It's just another graph. If you come down, you'll see the different graphs. And again, you need to enter your information in, because if you're not entering your information in, you know, your contacts and your appointments, it's not gonna really show any numbers in here. This one is just your percentages. And it's just a different way of showing it. Some people need to see it, visuals in different ways. And then these should just be blank sheets. Was this the one year over year?
The
Was
one
that the one you were
before.
missing? Debbie?
That one?
Yes.
Year
I
over
think
year.
that's what it is.
Year over year.
Year over year, goals versus.
So that's as far as we're going to go today. It's really just a very basic introduction, got you set up on what it is. I'd encourage you to go home and play with it and really just go through each different pages and start entering in your information. You want to go back to the home page. You can always get to the home page. There's always up on the left-hand side. You can always click there, or you can come down to the arrows down the bottom. Will always take you to the very beginning as well. So you come to the home page. Along the top here, you can get to a lot of these different tabs as well as a shortcut. I prefer using the bottom tabs, and what I've done is I dragged and dropped my most favorite ones to the front, so they're easy to get to. Okay. So I would encourage you to do the training center and take, you know, if you only have 10 or 15 minutes at a time, or whatever, you know, block time, you don't need a lot of time, most of them are only 3 minutes long or less. Just start working through it and you'll see it all open up. And enter in your business plan. If you haven't already done it today with us, you know, do your business plan. And start entering your business in. Now the My Business is where you actually would enter in your clients, Desi. This is actual business. Like if you had somebody that made an offer or is under contract or a seller that has a listing.
Okay, I see.
Okay, these are clients in this page.
The other one was customers to be.
It's under My Business. Your daily lead generation talks about, well, are you on the phones? Are you making your calls? How many hours did you work? How many dials did it take? How many people did you contact? Were there nurtures? How many appointments did you actually set? Did you actually go out on a listing appointment? How many buyer appointments set? Did you actually go out on a buyer
That where I
appointment?
put the showings, if I did showings, would I put it there?
Was it for a buyer?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be buyer's appointment held. That would be showing.
What about open house?
Well, technically, there's not a column for open houses. It's really, I don't believe they consider that lead gen per se unless you make contacts. Like you could put in, say you do an open house for 3 hours. You're not really doing dials, but maybe you had 5 people come through or 10 people come through. Maybe they're a nurture. But did you make any appointments out of it? You can still record it, although it's not technically dials. It's a good question. I should ask about that. But I would put under notes, open house. so that if somebody, like, a coach or somebody was looking at this, they could see, oh, okay, well, why weren't there dials, or why weren't there this, that? It's because it was an open house. I mean, it's just a easy way to keep track of it. I know you guys are doing huge open houses.
Yeah, I do
I should've
4
known
every
it's not.
weekend.
Yeah,
Once you
that's
plug it
great.
in,
So,
you
yeah,
just
just
get
keep track of your hours and the contacts and if you made any appointments from it. Because all of this information will generate to those other pages, which is really, really important to show
once you.
what you're doing and what's happening in your business. Okay.
You just gotta play with it until you get familiar with it.
Start playing with it, start entering in your information. As you get going, you know, let me know how you're doing and give me a call, because you know, at some point, we're gonna need to like fine tune it for everybody.
What? Fine tune?
Yeah, like for your business.
What do you mean?
You're gonna have questions, most likely.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have a question now. Do we have time for it? Just, can you show me the last name of this one? Got it. My bag is always overlaid. Okay, this one.
This is great.
What is this? The name of